Hello and welcome to Spotlight. This is Art Cortinell reading Don Pearce's Bible Prophecy in today's world news. This is part 5 in our series. We continue to look at the great changes in the Vatican following the election of Pope Francis. In characteristic fashion, Francis refused to stand on a raised platform when he was revealed to the people as the new Pope, and shunned the papal limousine and went back with some of his fellow cardinals in a minibus. He will certainly try to bring sweeping reforms. One point was made. Being on the elderly side, he will want to push through reforms as quickly as possible. One significant event he did not do was to immediately reappoint all the heads of the many offices of the Vatican. Quote, "As heads of the dicasteries of the Roman Curia all lost their posts at the sede vacante, the group of prefects and presidents must be reconfirmed by the new pontiff for the governance of the church to be resumed. While past popes have traditionally made this pro forma act within 24 hours of their election, this time it remains conspicuous by its absence. The officials may subsequently be replaced at any time, as they serve at the pleasure of the pontiff." End of quote. From whisperinthelogia.it on the 15th of March 2013. Following his election on the Wednesday evening, it was not until Saturday that he made his ruling on the reappointment of the leaders of the church governance. Curia officials reappointed, but only temporarily. Quote, "Another important decision was announced today. Pope Francis reconfirmed all the heads of the Vatican Curia offices, but he did so only donec alite provideatur, until otherwise it may be provided, or until other decisions are taken later, or perhaps most simply, just for now." And in taking this decision, Francis was following tradition. All new popes restore their curial offices a day or two after their election, so that the curia, which is zeroed out at the departure of one pope, can be restored to a functioning body. So he followed tradition, but the phrasing of the decision means that sometime soon he is leaving the door still open to radical personnel changes in the curia. It is just that he has not yet had time to take those decisions. If he does not take such decisions within a few weeks or months, that would suggest that there is going to be a clean sweep of the curia. End of quote. Moynihan letter, 16th of March 2013. The first Jesuit Pope. As well as being the first non-European Pope since the 8th century, he is the first from Latin America. But more significantly, he is the first Jesuit Pope since the movement was founded in 1540. As such, they are under oath to use every means to bring heretics back to the Mother Church. Jesuits have been involved in many plots, going back to the gunpowder plot of 1605, which plans to use force to impose their wishes. They are known for their use of casuistry or equivocation, where one misled with one's word to hide the truth. In fact, my concise Oxford Dictionary, under Jesuit, has firstly a member of the Society of Jesus, secondly, dissembling person, equivator. This is just the kind of thing we would expect from reading the scriptures concerning the false system. We read earlier such phrases as deceivableness and unrighteousness, strong delusion that they should believe a lie, the false prophet, with which he deceived them. 2 of Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 10 and 11 and Revelation chapter 19 verse 20. His papal coat of arms has just been tweaked even though it is but a few weeks old. The sunburst with the letters IHS is the Jesuit symbol. Quote, "The IHS is thought by some to represent the first letters of each word of the Latin phrase Jesus hominium salvator, Jesus saviour of men. Although according to the Catholics themselves they actually represent the first three letters of the name Jesus in Greek." End of quote. From aloha.net, referenced on the 18th of March 2013. The sunburst would be familiar to pagan worshippers, where the worship of the sun can be found in the Egyptian goddess Isis, with the sun disk between her horns, and holding the man-child Horus, as shown in the statue in the British Museum. It is found associated with the worship of the Babylonian sun god Shamash. Quote, below the sunburst are found the star and the flower of spikenard. The star, according to ancient heraldic tradition, symbolises the Virgin Mary, Mother of Christ and of the Church, while the flower of nard indicates St. Joseph, patron of the Universal Church. In the Spanish iconographic tradition, in fact, St. Joseph is depicted holding a branch of spikenard. By placing these images in his shield, the Pope wanted to express his particular devotion to the Blessed Virgin and St. Joseph. End of quote from Moynihan Letters on the 18th of March 2013. His motto, Miserando artuc elegendo, looking upon him with compassion and choosing him, is taken from words of Bede in reference to Christ's calling of Matthew. Did you know that there is a black pope in Rome? We will look at this Jesuit link in our next Bible Spotlight on World News. This has been Art Cortinell reading Don Pearce's Spotlights, Bible Prophecy in Today's World News. Join us again next time for part 6, when we consider further how Bible prophecy is being fulfilled by world news today.